Welcome back to my channel. Keeping the stress levels very low out here when you're working and doing it to the best of your ability. If you like anything on my channel on the delivery services of DoorDash, Grubhub, and Walmart Sparks, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel. I'm always out here doing my best and giving my best to all you guys out there and what I'm doing, how I'm handling it, how everything is going in the world of the gig economy of DoorDash, Grubhub, and Walmart Sparks, which almost transfers almost into Uber Eats and all those other things that are out there in the gig world related. So controlling your stress, and trust me, there will be stress out here, okay? Sometimes a little bit higher than usual. This isn't a simple thing of dropping one thing off and then dropping it off at another place. No. There are always more high levels of uncertainty out here than there is of certainty. And in the years that I've worked this, I've come to realize and I've come to understand that there are certain things that you cannot control, okay? And there are certain things that you can control, all right? So if you're gonna do this full time or even part time, you gotta get a firm grasp on the things that you can control against the things that you can't control. Because sometimes you will slip into, especially your emotions, into the things that you can't control, all right? Traffic on the road, stores dropping orders, apps crashing. These are normal things that will happen out here constantly that you're not going to be able to control, okay? So how do we deal with these things? How do we find a way in which we can actually come out here, give it our best, without it stressing us out at all, especially with the high levels of uncertainty? The best way to be able to address a situation like this is to be able to first understand what are the things that you cannot control. Okay? All right. Well, I can't control traffic. I can't control the weather. For instance, today it's raining. I cannot control if the apps mess up. Now, notice how many things are uncontrollable, okay? I can't control the weather. I can't control the apps messing up. I can't control items that you're going to the store to pick up, but they get canceled. I can't control the flow if they're short-staffed at the store or the restaurant is taking its time building the food for you. I can't control flat tires. I can't control anything that can happen to my car that would shut me down for the day and bring me to my knees, okay? Then you ask yourself, well, what can I control? If you can lean more towards the things that you can control, then it will lessen the blow of the stress that you're going to encounter out here, okay? And honestly, that's all you really can do. So strategically, you build your day around the things you can control, okay? We already know what we can't control. They're going to happen undoubtedly, okay? You're not going to get away from that. But you don't have to give it so much emotional energy. So what are the things that you can control? You can control your start time and end time. Let's say if you wanted to start at 10 o'clock in the morning and end at 8 o'clock, you can control that, okay? That's roughly, I think, 10, 11, 11, 12, 12, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7. All right, 10 hours, okay? You can work 10 hours. If you feel that you have the whole day and you can work 10 hours, that's great. The longer you work, the better it controls your uncontrollables, because you know that things are going to happen out here. This is not a flowing system. But you want to be able to control yourself emotionally. You want to check yourself. You want to realize what you can do versus what you can't do, okay? So if you know that you can start and end at a certain time, you can also set a timer. You can control that, okay? What time you start, what time you end. If you want to be very meticulous with your hours, you can do that. And number 3, you can control how many hours you put in per week, okay? Also, you can control what orders to take on orders not to take. That's another good one. all right? You don't have to take every single offer because you know you don't make money with this when you take every single offer. Right now, sometimes they will always send you offers that are just not worth it, okay? And you gotta be out here to decline a lot of offers. So most of your chunk of your time is gonna be involved declining a lot of crap, garbage, okay? I would say out of all the deliveries that you make out here, 50% of it is crap, okay? People who don't understand the dollar per mile ratio or don't know how to really work it the right way will take those offers and they'll run their car into the ground. I mean, it's enough that you're running your car into the ground, but you have to understand that when you're taking certain deliveries and you're driving way too much, it's going to creep up on you. Not only the miles, but also how tired you get out here, okay? A simple 11 miles may sound small for $25, and it may be the right time, but 11 miles is a lot of miles, okay? And if that stacks up and then you have to go back to the store again, you got to realize and understand it's going to wear on your body. You're going to need to take breaks like maybe every 4 hours just to rest and relax, okay? You got to be good to yourself. So if you're putting in 40 hours a week, that you can control. And if you got a start time and an end time, that you can control. Beyond that, there's really nothing else you can control, okay? Now, if you lean towards the things that you can control, and you say to yourself, okay, I can put in 40 hours a week, I can choose the deliveries that I get, I can work multi-app, 3 apps, because you're gonna have to do that, and I can choose the locations that I want to work at, you know, the most efficient stores, the most efficient restaurants, and blacklist the other ones, then that feels good. Now I can focus my energy into those areas because that formula is a tight formula to make the day go smooth. Okay? And the uncontrollables, I just don't worry about them. There's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do. It is what it is. So I take what I can control, focus on that to build and handle the things that I can't control, okay? If I put more time out here, that time will cover the things that I can't control, okay? Remember, you're putting out enough time to cover any fires that could possibly happen out here, okay? Lots of declinings, declining certain orders that are crappy. You need that time to be able to do that because you're going to be declining a lot of offers out here that are not worth it. You're not going to be driving 8 hours, okay? You're going to stop. I call it logistical thinking or calculation because I have to pick and choose each delivery logistically within a certain time frame, okay? And they come through, but like with DoorDash, they send a lot more garbage than good stuff. Or Walmart Sparks will send you certain stuff from a certain store you don't want to go to, so you got to wait till the next round comes out. So it's really strategical planning at every delivery point, okay? This is how you keep your stress level low. That's very, very important, okay? You want your stress levels to be low. This is not rocket science, but as simplistic as it is, it does mess up, okay? I don't know why, okay? But every time you have to go and pick up a delivery, you're increasing the probability that something is going to happen, or it's going to be possibly that particular delivery is not going to be worth it for you to pick up. So the best way to eliminate the stress is just focus on what you can control, stay away from the things you can't. And you take what you can control and build a strategy around it to hamper the things you can't control. I hope that helped you today. If you have any questions out there, feel free to reach out to me. I do my best to answer all the comments. And keep grinding out there, guys. Have a great day.